Hello, 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 all.
Technology to track transactions.
Blockchain gang,
What up? What up?
what up?
What up?
Yo,
What
before we
up?
do anything, can we congratulate our first, well, technically he's the second graduate. The first graduate was Seb, but first graduate officially since we've done our grading system of Blockchain Sensei Academy, none other than Mr. Lucas Loshi. I hope I've said your name correctly. Wukash, look, I can't say it. Wukash,
You did butcher it a little bit. Mr. Spectacular is fine.
Mr. Spectacular. His grading his exam smashed it with flying colors, straight black belt.
Definitely. Lucas is definitely one of the quickest learners I've ever met in my life. Not only that, but just from an outside perspective, like this guy is one of the most disciplined.
Violence, mature themes, and flashing images.
Oh, someone's thing. There we go. Carry on.
Yeah, definitely one of the most disciplined people that I've ever got connected with. Just everything about like his aura online. Like, you know what? Also, Miss Arnie told me that you drink 6 liters of water a day. How do you do that and not go to the toilet all the time?
I drink a lot. I sweat a lot. I eat a lot. So it all ties in together.
That's crazy.
Mindset.
Mindset. 500 milliliters when you wake up or something.
Yeah.
Right.
So look, like I have like a whole setup essentially. So this is like 5. So I keep it just like on my desk throughout the day. This one's like 2, so I take it to work. This one's like another 2, so I just take it to the gym.
Crazy.
And this one's like 1, so I'll just use it whenever.
Do you drink anything besides water? Do you drink tea? Do you drink juice?
Tea, I don't drink it. Juice, only on social occasions, which happens very rarely. And that's pretty much it. I don't do any soft drinks, no coffee, and alcohol like 5 times a year probably.
This guy, I want to see if we can put a bet on it. I'm gonna nominate this guy to live to 126.
We'll see. Maybe we can pull it off.
I think the average. I think most people on this call are capable of living to 100 because of advances in technology. But I'm going to put Lucas out there just for 126. That's what I'm going to put him out as. Okay, so today's call. Those that are watching this on YouTube, we're going to try and do something a little bit different today. We're going to discuss how you would make your own cryptocurrency. Just because I've had a lot of people message me about it. I've been doing a lot of research into it, into tokenomics, so on and so forth. So this is going to be like a beginner's starter pack guide to how to start your own cryptocurrency. Now, the reason I think it's important for us to cover this, because it shows you how easy it is for someone to create their own cryptocurrency. It shows you all the things that you should be looking for in something that might not actually be that legit. So one of the things we're going to go over a little bit is tokenomics. We're not going to dive into it too deep. We're just going to touch on the surface with that. But if you want more information on how to set up your own cryptocurrency, you want help with the marketing, if we at Blockchain Sensei think it's something that seems like a good cause and makes sense, we will get behind it fully. However, if we think it's a bit of if you're going for the whole pump and dump scam coin, watch our video, go crazy, do whatever you're doing, but then kind of don't put our name next to it. But yeah, if you've got a business, whether it's a car wash, a restaurant, anything that's any kind of business, I would highly recommend looking at starting your own cryptocurrency because it just makes sense. Like if you've got gift cards, why would you not have a digital token? Like, it's the same thing, but just more money for you as the business. So yeah, also we've had one of the biggest this week for Wales has been absolutely ridiculous. Like, I don't know what more cosigns from the Wales that we need. We've had Ray Dalio come out and say he's got Bitcoin. We've had Carl Ichan come out and say he's got Bitcoin. And then we've had this mysterious Goldman Sachs report come out as well. And that's all pro Bitcoin. But yet the price isn't going up. And I'm just like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, right now, it's clearly a shakeout. And all the on-chain data that I'm going to show today just shows how badly people are getting played, because the on-chain metrics is showing that people that have held Bitcoin for less than, or any cryptocurrency for less than 3 months, 90% have sold, which is quite scary, to be fair. So let's get into it. Share screen. I hope people appreciated our new graphics. What we got? Oh, way too far in the presentation there.
Shout out everyone that's in here, because I know a lot of people are not here because it's sunny outside. Super sunny.
Shout out to anyone that's here. Oh, the front cover's disappeared. No way. Okay. Right. So instead of trying to remember this disclaimer off the top of my head, I thought, you know what, let me just write it down. And then that way it's way easier for me. So first of all, please, we are not financial advisors. We do not intend to be perceived or received as financial advisors. Anything you may hear or see on our show is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Please, are hypothetical. If you decide to use any information you may see or hear in regards to your own investment decisions, please remember to do your own research, and that all investment comes with risk. If you're unable to mitigate your risk, please seek professional advice from all the accredited financial advisors. Now, one of the things that we've seen crazy amounts of YouTubers saying they're selling. We've seen crazy amounts of YouTubers saying that they're actually even quitting the space. However, when the YouTubers are saying that it's not for them anymore, but the big whales and the greatest investors of all time, Carl Ichan and Ray Dalio, are saying it is for them, no one's getting involved, which is kind of worrying, and kind of sums up the state of the whole situation, really, that people don't know who Ray Dalio is, but they know who did take financial advice from Little Yachty. It's just like, Ray Dalio, $1 trillion hedge fund manager, Little Yachty, Eddie Griffin, Carl Ichan. You know, and then when you start actually understanding the scale of difference between billionaires and millionaires and people that manage trillions versus people that have got record deals worth millions, like the scale of how much they're managing is just completely different. So yeah, I thought we wanted to share this just on why the rich get richer. So simply because of these key fundamentals. Now, the rich have income distribution. They don't have one source of income. They have multiple sources of income. And I've had this conversation again with a couple of people, and it keeps popping up, and it's worrying how much it keeps popping up. But people think that the likes of Ray Dalio, the likes of BitBoy Crypto, Alexander Lorenzo, and Robert Kiyosaki, they think that they only invest in crypto. And I'm like, no. Do you really honestly think Robert Kiyosaki is only in Bitcoin? No, he's in gold. He's in silver. If you do the research, he says it all the time. He's in stocks. He says it all the time. He has REITs. Like, all of them do. It's not a case of crypto is better than gold. Gold is better than property. Property is better than stocks. No, you want them all. The aim is to have as many assets as possible. The aim is to have over 60 different asset income streams. to become a multi-billionaire. Now, invest a good chunk of your earnings, whatever you're making. You want to invest some of that. Focus on providing values, then making profits. So if you focus on making value and just bringing value to the marketplace, then eventually people are going to pay you for it, and they're going to pay you more for it because you're bringing more value than anyone else. And ultimately have financial literacy and spend money on your financial literacy to make you keep elevating, really. And wealthy people tend to often look poor. If you've looked at Warren Buffett's house, if you've looked at what clothes he wears, they often don't look like ballers. Whereas on the other side, unfortunately, we have people with one source of income, and I think 2020 taught us a lesson there. They spend the majority of their money on liabilities and focus on making money instantly. So this is when you will be able to tell that you've shifted your mindset into a wealth mindset, when you start saying, yeah, I've put that in, I'm going to look at it in 10 years time, 15 years time. That is the kind of talk that wealthy people have. From the lucky opportunities I've had around wealthy people, is they do talk like that, and they talk in terms of percentage gained, not in terms of monetary fiat gain. They don't go, oh yeah, I put 1,000 in, I've now made 3,000. They'll be more like, yeah, I made 200%, 300%. That's all they care about. And they use debt. Poor people use debt to buy liabilities. So what that means is using a credit card to get out a fridge that you're going to pay monthly for, or a TV that you're going to pay monthly for. Why do I say that? Because that's something I did when I was 18. As soon as I was 18, first thing I did was I got an overdraft, and I got myself a TV with that overdraft and a new PS5. No, at the time it was PS3. And it was cool to be that guy on the road, the only guy on the road with a HD TV, an Xbox and PlayStation and Nintendo Wii. But just imagine I'd invested some of that overdraft money into stocks 10 years ago. Different story, right? And poor people just don't have time to learn about money. They just don't have time. It's not a priority. And unfortunately, one of the greatest statements that I've found in my life is that action expresses your priority. If something's important and it's a priority, you take action. You have no excuses for it if it's important to you. If it's not, then you don't take action on it. It's as simple as that. Okay, cool. So let's move on. This is something that I found floating about on the internet in terms of the returns on investment of Bitcoin versus gold versus the S&P. Now, again, this is the way you want to think of it. What people are doing is they're playing the game. Now, the game would be, you would take your gains from one asset and flip it into another asset, and then flip it into another asset. So let's say, for example, you went and you was looking for a storeholder wealth. Let's say, for example, you made, let's say you held the S&P for 5 years in some stocks. You then flipped that over into crypto, and then you held that 100% that you made, so free money, you basically doubled your money. You then flipped that into crypto and held that for 5 years. That's the game. Then those profits that you make, you then put that into gold and wait for that, 4 or 5 years, up 50%. And that's the game. You keep the money moving, you keep the money working across different asset classes. Don't think of it as an equal sum losing game. If it's in here, it's losing money. If it's there, it's not. No. It's about, all right, cool. My money in stocks has made me 400% or 100%. I've doubled my money. Now I'm going to take some of that as profit and put it into something else and make it go and work over there. Think of it as employees. Like, that's what you want to do, is think of your money as employees, and you're like, okay, cool. I'm going to take you from working at the front of the house and I'm going to put you in the workshop. And then you just get more staff by doubling your money and then put them in more places. That's it. So just always remember to have your money working for you in as many places as possible. Now, I got this from Tony Robbins' book, Money Master the Game. Messaged me for a copy of that. Highly, highly recommend it. And it was just showing the kind of dips that the Dow Jones had. Now, the Dow fell by 46% and recovered in 2 years. in 1905. 1906 dipped by 49%, took 9 years to recover. Then the next most notable one, I would say, is the Great Depression one. That was the last time we had a pandemic as well, the Spanish flu. The Dow fell 89%, and it took 22 years to recover. That's wild. Like, that is wild. But no one talks about that. It's because it's in the history books. You have to go and do the reading to find these things out. Now, if you knew that the American market's main flagship markets dipped by 89% and took 22 years to recover, would a 65% dip on Bitcoin when it's recovered from 89% in a matter of months bother you that much? Probably not. And that's, well, we'll say cryptocurrency. And then the most recent one is the 2002 dip, which 2002, which dipped 36%, only 36%, and took 4 years to recover. Now, again, let's just compare Bitcoin's market cap of what, 1 trillion, just over 1 trillion it was before the big dip. Now, let's name some $1 trillion companies or above. Apple, Microsoft, Google, Facebook, Saudi Aramco, Walmart, Amazon, Netflix. If any of these companies dipped by 65%, do you think they would recover? How long would it take them to recover? And then what would be the tie-in effects globally for a company like Apple to dip 65% in a week? What would happen to the world? It would be traumatic, even worse if it was Google or Facebook. So this is where, and again, when we look at, this is from the Goldman Sachs report, but I just wanted to touch on it quite early because I think it's quite important to show where the big money is going to be moving. Okay, so as we can see, this is the year to date so far. So the German bonds, 30-year bonds, are actually negative. US bonds of 30 years, also negative. US 10-year bonds, negative. Goldman Sachs consumer index on gold, negative. Euro to USD, negative. Topics, negative. USHY, just up. MSCI emerging markets, just up. Japan, then we've got the world index, just up. And then we compare this to the year-to-date results of Bitcoin, energy, and Ethereum. I think it's quite notable that Ethereum's results are sky higher, and that energy is also higher than Bitcoin, showing you again that there is stocks out there that would return you more money than cryptocurrencies. So one of those things, one of those industries being the energy industry. Now, why would that be? Because energy has to go up in value and has to have more investments into it to allow cryptocurrencies to expand, especially Bitcoin. So yeah, just again, just a little bit of information there that I thought I'd share with you. And in terms of the bond market, so if we look at, again, let's just go back one. So we've got 10-year bonds, 30-year bonds, and that's just the US ones, right? And they've actually not been returning money. However, the size of the bond market is estimated to be 119 trillion, and the American ones alone are 46 trillion. So if you've been holding these bonds and they're not returning you any money, is there a chance that you're going to take some of that money out and put it into the asset that you've seen that's only going up for the last year?
Of course.
I'm just saying, you know, that's a lot of money there that's not doing anything. That means that there's 46 trillion wrapped up in US bonds returning zero. If anything, they're losing money. That is wild. That means there's literally 46 trillion. If even a quarter of that, or even 10% of that came into crypto, that'd be 4.6 trillion that would come into crypto. That would blow the crypto space unbelievably. So if people are doubting, is there the money for it to flow into? Yeah, it is. Now, I wanted to share this as well because this kind of shows where people are thinking we're at now. Now, I personally thought that we were around here. That's where I thought we were. I thought we was going to have one last pump before the big dump in June. But now what I'm thinking is we was actually here. I'm going to change all my my estimates, and I'm now thinking that maybe this bull run might last until December. Because if it lasts until December, that gives more than enough time for Bitcoin to get up to 250K. And then a 90% drop on that isn't so bad. So we're going to look at what kind of things would happen if Bitcoin went up to 250K, how much money could come into the altcoin market space. And again, it'll just kind of be a shame for the people that have actually sold off, because it's never going to be at these prices ever again. Even after a 90% dip, it won't come back down to these prices, in my opinion. So this is where I think we're at now, because we've been in this kind of media attention space where all the whales are now starting to get into the media and talk about it, whereas before whales weren't talking about it. And now we've also got the public kind of there, but not fully there yet. So yeah, this is where I'm thinking that we're at. So this kind of what this shows is the orange area is people that have spent money on crypto, and that how much the price of crypto was in comparison to how much they're getting out of their wallets. I think the next one will break it down a little bit better. Yeah, here we go. Okay, cool. So you'll be able to make a bit more sense of this. So the red areas are people that have held their account for 1 to 6 months. And this is where they're selling. The red area just means that they're selling. So we can see what's happening. People that are holding it, that have only been holding it for the last couple of months, what are they doing? They're selling. They're running for the hills. And unfortunately, this is where it gets even more crazy. What's happening is we're getting a perfect convergence of long-term holders when they're selling, the short-term holders are buying. And when the long-term holders are buying, it's when the short-term holders are selling. So literally what's happening is newbies are selling to the whales. So before we go on to learning about how to create your own crypto, we have to kind of go over some fundamentals first, some like key fundamentals. And that most important fundamental is don't buy the ticker. Just because it says moon or safe or bull or doge or is named after another dog doesn't mean it's good. Just because it looks good on the outside doesn't mean it's good on the inside. And that's why I use the image from Love Island, because what happens if you get in a relationship based on looks? Has anyone ever done that? Just completely on looks. You don't like the person. Like you don't know anything about the person. You're just like, yo, I'm gonna be with this girl because she's paying, or I'm gonna be with this guy because they're good looking. Anyone been there?
When I was younger, yeah. That's more of a teenager thing, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Straight, you said it there. It's a teenager thing. And it's the same thing with your investing. If you're getting into investments and basically putting a ring on the finger of something that you don't know anything about, you've not been to their house, you've not met their family, you don't know what their financial habits are like, you don't know what their hygiene habits are like, you're just like, yeah, I'm wifey in this. Good luck to you. Good luck to you, because what's going to happen is they're going to take their shoes off. And you're going to see some manky toes and some manky smells. And then you're going to realize that they don't like washing. You're going to realize that they're in lots of debt. And this is exactly what's happening with both cryptos and with stocks. Now, the key thing that I want to stress to people is you want to buy the company. When you are getting into cryptos, they all represent companies. I think people don't see them as that. I think people are in this kind of gambling mindset and see them as tokens on a casino table. And they're like, oh yeah, I'm going to put myself down 10 1,000 on Doggy Dog. I'm going to put myself another 5,000 on Rocket Blaster. And just the names are just what you're going on. That sounds, like when you hear people betting on horses and they're like, yeah. Why'd you bet on that horse? Because he was called Lucky Winner. Guys, no, please. Let's just cut that out, please. Like, just at least, like, I'm hearing of people getting into coins and they've not even checked them out on CoinMarketCap. They don't even know what the market cap is. They're just like, the price of the coin is low. Just because the price of the coin is low doesn't mean that it's good, like, period. So we're going to discuss a little bit of that. So how to buy, how to understand the most important thing in investing is the market cap. So you want to look at the market cap versus the circulating supply, and this will give you the price of the coin. The market cap versus the shares outstanding, and this will give you the price of a stock. Now, in terms of breaking it down, I thought I'd put this meme here. What's more heavy, 1 kilogram of feathers or 1 kilogram of lead? Put your answers in the chat. Don't be scared. I'm not going to blast you if you're right or if you're wrong. What's more heavy, 1 kilogram of feathers or 1 kilogram of lead?
I know the answer, but I don't want to spoil it.
In the chat, we've got both a kilogram. They're the same. Exactly. But however, people aren't seeing it that way when they're looking at cryptos and when they're making investments. Now, again, let's do another one. What's the difference between a 1 pound bar of chocolate split in half or a 1 pound bar of chocolate split in a million pieces? Which one's worth more? Again, right in the chat. And again, let's see if we're right. None. Exactly. They're both exactly the same. So I got some info here, and it'll kind of break it down a little bit. So what's happening is let's say, for example, here in this example, what we've got is we've got the market cap, which is the coin price times the circulating coin supply. So we've got here Binance, TRX, XMR, SafeMoon, and BitTorrent. And all of them have got different circulating supply, as we can see. And they've all got different coin prices as well. And they've all got different market caps as well. So when you spend $1,000, this is how many coins you get. So of Binance, because the coin price is 555, you get 1.8 coins. SafeMoon, you would get 144 million coins for the same £1,000. However, which one is worth more? Which one's worth more? £1,000 of SafeMoon or £1,000 of Binance? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. But because it says you've got 144 million coins, your mind thinks that you've got more. You haven't. You actually haven't. So let's say, for example, if it was comparing market caps. So if I was to say to you, I'm either going to give you the market cap on TRX is 8.8, right? And you can either have that or you can have the XMR, but the coin price is 382. And they've got 17 million circulating supply versus 71 billion circulating supply. Which one would you rather have? The one where you get loads of coins or the one where you'd only get 2, but there's less circulating supply? The correct answer here is actually XMR because it's got a lower market cap. So that means it's more likely to double. It's easier to double 6.8 billion than it is to double 8.8 billion. Hope that makes sense. And that's the way you want to look at it. Not at the coin price. The coin price doesn't, like, it's important, but it's not that important. And again, with a lot of these coins that are going to be coming out, if this is going to last until December, there is going to be a lot more scam coins coming out because we're going to have the Cardano smart chain. We're going to have the Ethereum 2.0. which means that there's going to be lower gas fees. It is going to be absolutely crazy. We're going to have banana coin. We're going to have torpedo coin. We're going to have book moon. We're going to have everything. So again, if we look at it here on this side, it breaks it down just a little bit more. So you can see if the market cap was the same on all of these coins, but the prices were different, it's the exact same thing. But then what you would look at is the circulating coin supply, because the less coins there is, technically, the more valuable it would be, because there's less of it. If there's 616 trillion or quadzillion, how many is this? Yeah, if there's 616 trillion of something in comparison to 17 million of something, you tell me which one's more rare? Obviously the one with 17 million. But again, it's the mindset. Okay, cool. So hopefully that's cleared up that bit before we go on to how you actually make a coin, because I kind of need to get through that to go on to the next bit. So first of all, places that you can actually, skipping ahead, places that you can actually launch your coin. You can either do it on the Ethereum smart chain network. That'll cost you about 0.1 ETH, which is about $235. You can do it on the Binance smart chain, which costs you about 0.7, about $455. Huobi Eco Chain, about 10 Huobi, which is about $200. Now, unfortunately, most people probably go with Ethereum because it looks cheaper, but it's not because of the gas fees. So this is why everyone's doing stuff on Binance, because it's just cheaper for the users to make transactions, which is going to be very important for the next bit when we talk about how you can create, how people are creating their own artificial volume and scamming people and making it look like there's loads of volume in an asset when there's actually not. So that's that. So let's go tokenomics. We're just going to quickly touch on a bit of tokenomics. We're not going to spend all day here. We're just going to talk real quickly about some basic tokenomics. If you were serious about creating a coin, the kind of things that you'd want to consider for your coin or your token or your digital asset. So you'd want to decide what smart contract network you're going to do it on. That's what we've done first. We want to decide if it's for transfer only. So you want to decide, is it only available within your ecosystem? So within your website, if it's a gaming thing, if it's a business thing, is it only available in your ecosystem, or does it have value outside of your ecosystem? Next, is it a store of value? And then you might want to think about scarcity. Privacy, is it to help with privacy in transactions? Is it for utility? So say, for example, with Dmail on the EOS system, you have to get the tokens to be able to send emails via the blockchain, which is a great company to look into. I'll say that again, Dmail. Is it for adverts, to skip adverts, like basic attention token? Is it for voting? Is it for gaming, like Engine? Is it for revenue share and dividend paying out, or yield? Is it like a yield token? Is it, again, for, is it a security? So a security token, these are the ones that are a little bit more legit, and they've been accredited by the US government. So they're a little bit more certy. It's a little bit harder for you to create a security token. And then we've got the exchange tokens. So are you going to just create your own exchange where it allows people to swap other coins for other coins, just like Binance, Huobi, Sushi Swap, so on and so forth? What's going to be your burn rate, or are you going to be just a stable coin, which is just attached to the price of a currency? I definitely think there's definitely space for a few more Indonesian rupee coins, just because it's very volatile. I think there's a massive opportunity there. Whoever's on YouTube that sees this. Then the function, what's it for? Is it for staking? Is it for network resources? Is it for, gives you exclusive access to things? Do people have to pay to transfer? So is there going to be like high gas fees or low gas fees? Is it going to be used where money is used or not? So yeah, that's just a few things to think about when starting up your token. So let's go to the website. I'm going to show you where you can easily create your own token. So really, really simple. You just go to a website called cointool.app, as you can see here. Oh, a minute, let's just admit everyone back. So yeah, cointool.app, and then you just select the network that you want to launch it on. So we're going to launch something on Binance. Don't worry, there will be a blockchain sensei token coming one day, just once we've kind of sorted out our tokenomics and created something completely legit and certified. I think our tokenomics will probably have something to do with each person that gets educated. It'll kind of create.
Are we like just to give you guys a little you know, a little sneak preview or whatever you want to call it. I can't find the right words right now. Basically, our conversation with Mr. Hardy, we were saying that when we do release our own crypto, it's going to be it's going to be either a financial education crypto or just an education crypto, just something to do with learning, basically.
100%. You'd have to have like read something or completed something to earn the coin. That's the way that we're going to do it, and the mining would be something around that. So what was I just doing? Yeah. So first of all, we got to choose a name. So let's go to CoinMarketCap, and we'll have a look at the popular names. So when we go to, come on, load up. Come on. Come on, CoinMarketCap. Wow, Bitcoin's down at 483. Why has everything changed to GBP? Babe, is that you? There we go. That frightened me. I was like, whoa. It's like, there we go. That's much better. Okay, so search. So let's see how many coins there is with the name Moon. There is currently 82 other assets with the name Moon, and there's already 5 exchanges with the name Moon. So we probably don't want to go in the saturated market. Who thinks that Doge is a unique name? There's already 32 coins with the word Doge in them, and there's already 1 exchange. Then there's Rocket. We've got a few. Come Rocket, Pawn Rocket, Rocket Vault, Rocket Moon, Rocket Bunny, Poo Rocket. All completely legit names. So we're going to go with, I think we should go with Doge Moon. So you go Doge Moon. And the symbol will be doggy. Like that. That seems legit. Initial supply. We'll choose how many coins there's going to be. At the moment, there is, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 21 million. We want to have a little bit more than that.
Oh, so it just copies Bitcoin then? Bitcoin supply?
Yeah, to start.
Automatically. Oh, interesting. Can you not type anything in?
Yeah, you can.
All right.
There we go. We'll have like a crazy supply, meaning that people will get absolutely balling. They'll end up with, we'll be able to give 1 billion coins to everybody on the planet. Actually, let's do it based off that. There's what, 6 billion people on the planet, yeah?
I believe it's like 7.4.
So 7 billion will do. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that will be, is that 7 billion? We'll do one more just in case. Can't see.
That's 70 billion now.
Okay,
So everyone can have 10.
Okay, so that's 7 billion. So that's one coin for everybody, right? So then if we wanted to make everybody a millionaire, we'd need to add 6 zeros. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. There's enough for everybody on the planet to get one coin and become a billionaire. A millionaire, I mean. Okay, so what we're going to add that it's deflationary. We're going to add that there's a transaction fee. And every time there's a transaction, 1 million coins get burnt. Oh, 10% transaction fee. Oh, no, that's too high. We'll leave it at 2. Burn fee. We'll burn 10% of every transaction is the burn. Actually, we'll do 50%. Receive address, distributed to holders. Yeah. Oh, no, we don't want that to be distributed to the holders. That's not fair on the holders. Okay, cool. So that's how we set up the basics for our coin. Now from there, what we can do is we can now sort out how many wallets we want to be already pre-activated. So let's go 1,000. And this will sort out our transaction volume. So this creates all our private keys. So you'd have to cut and paste all of these. You probably need to get a team of people to just work with you. And between those 1,000 keys and 1,000 addresses, all you need to do is just make transactions between yourself, and then go to a marketplace like PancakeSwap and ask to be applied on there. Now there is tons of exchanges. So all you'd have to do is literally go on to the exchanges. There's 387 of them. So you just have to take the time out to go and apply to all 387 of the exchanges. Then in terms of airdropping, we can also airdrop the coins to people. So we've done the batch wallet generate. And now what we will do is we do a multi-sender. And from here, we can then send large amounts of the cryptocurrency of what we want to specific addresses. So this is how volume and transactions are being manipulated to make it look like there's loads of volume or loads of transactions happening. Then in terms of the most important thing is going to be marketing. So how are we going to market this? How are we going to get loads of people to find out about it? What we're going to do is we're going to buy some upvotes on Reddit. We could get some subscribers. We could get on LinkedIn. We could go on Amazon, go on Trustpilot. We could get some fans on OnlyFans. Whatever we wanted to do, we could pay for the upvotes. That would cost $300 for 1,000 upvotes, and then we could get some engaging comments as well for $28. Yeah, man, there's loads that we can do there. So very, very nice there. Then we can do the same thing on Twitter. So we just pay for some comments. So 10 comments will be $195. So we just add that to the basket, and we'll just do that every day and just slowly increase the amount that's happening to make it look like there's more people talking. And yeah, that's the beginner's guide to how to create a token. So hopefully what that's shown you is how easily people can create these scam tokens, and then you just go on to Printful and create like merch. So to create like a bandana for their dog, or like a puzzle or a mug or whatever it is that they're going to create. And yeah, that's how you can tell, unfortunately, what's happening. That's how things are being manipulated that well. I know about Elon's mum and MILF. Yeah, those are Twerk Finance. Yep, that's one there as well. Doge Moon. But yeah, that was just to really highlight to you how easy it is for people to do it. And if they want to get the influencers, there's even websites that have got rankings for TikTok influencers and YouTube influencers. So you can just literally go on them, pay a couple of YouTubers, influencers, and go, look, I'm going to give you 10 million coins. And they'll do it because they'll think, oh, okay, I'm getting 10 million coins. All that's got to happen is the value of these 10 million coins has gone up and I've made money. But what they don't realize is that those 10 million coins are actually could be worth 50 quid. Depends on the market cap. And that's the bit that people aren't checking. Cool. So yeah, hope that's opened a few people's eyes to the state of affairs. That was just a brief insight into it. I'm not going to go into too much detail on it because it can get a little bit more techie from there. But yeah, just wanted to touch on Robert Kiyosaki again. So he's been a bit weird with his tweets recently about Bitcoin, as you can see. Great news, Bitcoin crash, but more. Find out why. Are you ready? Boom, bust mania, crash depression, mania markets today. Prepare for biggest crash depression in world history. What will the Fed do? Print more money, save more gold, silver, Bitcoin. You can see he's very, very bullish. Wow, he's extreme. April 11th, after 2008 subprime crash, Fed Treasury printed 700 billion. 2021 Fed and Treasury to print 7 trillion. Biggest crash in history coming. West investment, FANG stocks. Anyone not buying gold, silver, Bitcoin now is an idiot. Wow. Wow, he's very, very extreme on this at the moment. So yeah, he said no to FANG stocks, but I guarantee you he's got other stocks. Why do I know that? Because I'm pretty sure Rich Dad Poor Dad is on the stock market. Let's go to the next set of slides.
Wait. Let's not skip past what you just said. Rich Dad Poor Dad is on the stock market.
I'm sure it is.
What do you mean by Rich Dad Poor? As in like the company?
Yeah.
No way. Like we can't just skip past what you just said.
No, it's one of the other guys in that space.
Oh, right, okay.
I think Dan Locke and them guys have got one. Got an actual public company. Well.
No way.
Yeah, look.
Oh, we're still in IPO stage?
No, it's there.
Oh, wow. Huh.
$1.85.
There you have it.
There you go. If you got the right connections, you can make your company go public. It's not that hard. But they did do it in Vienna. So that should kind of tell you a little bit about it. Okay, cool. So yeah, back to the slides. Let's just fly through these. So again, more bullish news, but again, nobody seems to care and nobody's interested in investing anymore, being as the YouTubers aren't saying it. But Wisdom Tree and Van Eck, who are two of the biggest ETF providers in the world, have now also announced that they have got, is my screen share in your ears? They're requesting access to create an Ethereum-based ETF to join the likes of BlackRock. So that's ETH. That is absolutely crazy news for ETH. Then on the whale watch, like we said, Carl Ichan, one of the greatest investors of all time. If you don't know who he is, just go on YouTube and type in Carl Ichan and listen to his story. Billionaire investor is saying that he may have as much as 1.5 billion invested in cryptocurrency. He thinks it's a natural manifestation. Oh no, this is Ray Dalio, what Ray Dalio was saying. So with Ethereum, it's the underlying blockchain. So Ethereum has two things. You can use it as a payment system and you can use it as a store of value. Well, duh. So yeah, then in regards to Carl Icahn, I'm looking at the whole business. I'm not looking at what to buy necessarily at this time. I'm just looking at the whole business and how I might get involved in it with Icahn Enterprises in a relatively big way, because I do think it's here to stay in one form or another. And what does relative big way mean? When he was asked, he says, I mean, a big way for us would be $1 billion, $1.5 billion. I'm not going to say exactly. So that's from Carl Icahn. Well, hello there. We've got PayPal announcing that they are now allowing people to send Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies off PayPal. So this is such a big announcement that I can't believe. Like, Elon tweets and it moves the market. PayPal announced that you can now send Bitcoin to third-party wallets from their platform. And then let's look at how many users there is as well. I think this might be more of a thing than Elon saying, no, this is the worst bit about this whole Elon thing is he didn't even say that they're going to stop holding it. He just said that we're going to stop taking transactions to buy cars. I think you can buy a lot more things on PayPal than just one car. So, and that's 350 million customers that can now buy, sell, and hold crypto. Whereas before it was kind of like Revolut, where you could only buy it or sell it. You couldn't transfer it. Guys, hello. I just need to, how is no one talking about this? Like, how is this not news? But yeah, so if that isn't a big cosign of what is about to happen, and again, I think just from the 350 million users on PayPal, I think that could extend the bull run out until December alone. Like, that alone is such huge news. Like, Carl Icahn, Ray Dalio, and PayPal allowing more transactions. Like, what more do we need? So yeah, let's go on to the next one. We did whale hello there. And then we also had Wharton Finance School, which is the #1 business school in America, which is like the equivalent of LSE. They've actually said that they think that DeFi has a lot of potential, but admits the industry is still immature. So if this is coming out from, like, what's happening at the moment is it's all the people that, if you know, are talking about how great this shit is. So we've got Goldman Sachs. Only if you're interested in money would you know who Goldman Sachs is. Only if you're really interested in money would you know who Ray Dalio is. Only if you're super deep in would you know who Carl Icahn is. And they're all co-signing it for the first time. And what I mentioned the other day was about the options. I mentioned in the group about how the fact that there was 2.1 billion in Bitcoin options that expired the other day. Oh, look at that, 2.1 billion options contracts. I wonder what that might cause the markets to dip. So I'm going to go on to what options are when we look at the charts in a sec. But yeah, so Ray Dalio, founder of the world's largest hedge fund, used to say that Bitcoin was a bubble. That was in 2017. And now look at this. He's now saying, I've got some Bitcoin. So, you know, and in terms of Goldman Sachs, this is what they were saying in 2017, that it was used for Ponzi schemes, was used for money laundering, was used on the dark web. It didn't generate cash flow like bonds. It doesn't generate any earnings for exposure to economic growth. It doesn't dampen volatility. And in March 12, 2020, the price of Bitcoin fell 37% in one day. It doesn't show any evidence of hedging inflation. And now they're all for it. And we're going to just take a quick look at that before we go over to the charts and then before I hand over to Ninja. So again, I'm not going to bore anybody with this. This is something that you need to take your own time out and do your own reading on. One of the WhatsApp groups that I was in last week, they were talking about it last week, and then Neil sent out this file for everyone to read. So I'm just going to skip down to where we are in the world. So this is just kind of showing the consistent effects of COVID-19. Let's just zoom in here. How do I zoom in? nice and big. Okay. So loads of reading there. High. Guys, if Goldman Sachs release a report on cryptocurrency, I think you should read it. If you're investing in cryptocurrency, it's 41 pages. It's just like the Coinbase earnings report. It's one of them things where if you read it, you will get an insight that will give you confidence and not worry about the dips. So if in doubt, I'm not going to add just zoom out. I'm going to add, if in doubt, read. I think that's one of the most important things to do. So yeah, I already mentioned this about the Ethereum in comparison to the other assets that are available. Then in terms of rallies, so what's a rally? Is after a bounce back. You can see there, cryptocurrencies, volatility on cryptos. Again, we can see Ether and Bitcoin is still very, very volatile in comparison to the likes of oil and silver. And what people are trying to compare it to, which is stocks. However, activity on Bitcoin and Ethereum networks, when we look at it, is crazy high. Crazy high. That suggests to me that, especially when you actually understand Ethereum, if Ethereum's whole thing is based on the network effect of the value is people using it, if there's more activity on the network, then surely it's worth more. Surely that would mean if the price goes down on it, but there's more people using it, what would that mean? It's undervalued. Again, not financial advice. The market cap of Bitcoin has surged above 1 trillion. This was recent, and this is where gold is. So again, bit of a difference. Around 70% of Bitcoin and 85% of ETH is held in profit today. Guys, just understand that sentence. Let me just say that sentence one more time. Around 70% of Bitcoin and 85% of ETH is in profit. That is crazy. That's actually dumb. Like, I can't think of an asset that you can't say that about most stocks. That's beyond wild. So Bitcoin's volatility ride. Not going to go into that one. Not going to go into this. We're just going to do all the chart stuff. So obviously gold is important for diversification. So we can see here on this timeline history, when the S&P is down, gold normally goes up. When gold is down, the stocks are normally up. So again, it's like I was saying, what happens is big money rotates their money out of one asset class and into another. So what's happening right now is money is being rotated to a third asset class, which is the crypto space, as well as commodities. Cool. Gold for the digital generation. Bitcoin behaving like gold. So we can see when everything happened with the whole pandemic thing, what happened? People rushed into Bitcoin as a hedge for their money because the markets were going down. Crypto is its own asset class. Relative use of Ethereum network versus Bitcoin. Relative size of active Ethereum network versus active Bitcoin network. So again, it's sky high. And then this bit's just talking about how everything's changing to proof of work. Now this, again, I think is very, very important. And this is about the halving. So Bitcoin has something called a halving, which means that for every, the mining capacity reduces. So this is why, yes, there's a lot of the Bitcoin has already been produced, but the last bits are going to be even harder to produce, which is where the energy companies come in because of the halving. So at the moment, we're at 6.25. And then the next halving will take it to, I think it's 3.25, which then increases the value of Bitcoin. Every time the supply, the halvings happen, the value of it spikes. So this is where we're getting these bull runs from, is just simply from the halvings of Bitcoin. So we can expect the next halving, when that happens, the next bull run will happen. Again, this is crazy numbers. 80% of Bitcoin is illiquid. So that means 80% of Bitcoin isn't available on exchanges. People have got it stored in cold wallets. 80% of it isn't available. Who has got 80% of Bitcoin? Like the whales. And again, short-term Bitcoin holders is fairly small footprint. So it says here, so 20 people that have held it for 24 hours make up 4%. People that hold it for around a week. 1 day to 1 week is this little section here. 1 week to 1 month is here. 1 month to 12 months is here. And then these are all the big boys that are holding it for the long term. So we can see the majority is people that have held it for a year to 5 years is the majority of people. And then one measure that looks at network addresses suggests Bitcoin holdings are fairly concentrated. Well, I would think so as well. So again, check this. Hopefully you're understanding this, what I'm saying here, is one measure that looks at network address suggests that Bitcoin holdings are fairly concentrated. So each one of these segments represents the amount of value of Bitcoin that they have. So this segment here represents 5% goes to people that have got one Bitcoin or less. This 9% is people that have got 1 to 10 Bitcoin. 23% is people that have got 10 to 100 Bitcoin. 21% is people that have got 100 to 1K of Bitcoin. Then this area here is people that have got over 10K to 100K Bitcoin. Like, come on. Yeah, it's just crazy reading this stuff. Like, I cannot stress for you to read it enough. But yeah, that's my part done. I'm gonna hand over to Ninja, and then if anyone wants me to go on the charts, we'll go on the charts after.
Yo, what's up, people? So could we all just give to Mr. Harding, showing us how easy it is to create your own cryptocurrency. Not that we are encouraging anyone here to create a cryptocurrency for no reason with the intention of pumping and dumping, which is actually the majority of the market. So I would like to talk about a huge opportunity in crypto, and that's swing trading. So could you make me the host?
Yeah.
It would also be great if Lucas, are you available to talk?
Yeah, sure, bro.
Amazing.
I'll make you co-host as well.
Okay, cool. Could you talk about your experience swing trading? Because out of all the students I've ever taught, you are the only one who has told me about actively swing trading. What's been your experience?
Yeah, so initially, like, I was only just buying and holding, but then during one of the sessions he showed me how to swing trade and how to set the buy orders and how to set the automatic sell orders, so you don't have to be like checking into it the whole time. So when we first did it, it was only like on like super small amounts. I think like, I don't know, like 10-20 pounds per trade, and those went through, and I was like, oh, this is actually pretty easy, so let's double down on it. So I put like an extra 200 pounds into my Coinbase Pro.
Yeah.
Set up a trade. I think that one was on Aave. And actually, let me just look up my actual numbers, because I spreadsheet all this stuff.
Sure. Would you mind sharing the spreadsheet?
Yeah, it's no problem.
That would be amazing. Like, this guy is so organized. It's embarrassing for me. I really don't document like you do, but the way you document everything in an Excel spreadsheet is amazing. So for anyone that doesn't know, all swing trading is literally buying low and selling high, setting either a buy order to buy a crypto at X price when it dips, or just buying it for the market price when it's in a dip and setting a sell order to automatically sell all or some or most of that crypto at a certain price. That's all swing trading is. Yeah, Lucas, if you could, and I just want to, like, before going into what I want to teach you guys, I want to show you the result. And Lucas is like my prime result.
Go.
Let's see, share screen. Yeah, you should be able to see it. Okay, so I document like what I buy, when I buy, how much I buy, for how much I buy.
Wow.
What's the overall like pound amount of it, and then the same amount for when I sell. So the first one was on Aave. I bought like 200 pounds worth of it. And then I think, as far as I remember, it just dipped afterwards and it didn't do much, but then it just went through. And like you taught me, like I don't sell all of it. I just keep a little bit of it. So
Yes.
when I bought like 0.53, I sold 0.52.
Nice.
And yeah, so it went from 379 to 415.
Mm-hmm.
Sale value 215. So I made like 16 pounds on it. 7.6% return. So that was the first one. And from then on, I just kept reinvesting the whole pot, just growing that. So second one, bought ADA, 169 ADA at £1.18.
Cost you £199.
Yeah. So that went through the exact same day. I bought it in the morning, and by evening it was done.
Nice.
So I kept 1 ADA, sold 168, went up to £1.40, made 36 pounds on it. So that's like an 18% return.
Wait, how long did that take?
Like 10 hours.
There we go, guys.
Mad.
And the amount of work involved was about 3 clicks.
Yeah, nice.
So yeah, from there, I think some other small thing went through from when I wasn't documenting it, and yeah, I put it into ADA again.
Oh, so you're using the entire lot size. You're not doing several swings.
Yeah, so up until now, all I've been doing is I've put my initial money in, and then I just, when I sell, I reinvest the whole thing. And once I grow it to about, I think 500, probably that's when I'm gonna start taking some money out of it.
Okay. And how much technical analysis are you doing, or is it a quick? You're just finding the thing that's in the dip.
So I have like I like to invest in stuff that I'm familiar with.
Yes, always.
That's why I've only been doing Aave and ADA, because I know about those.
Yeah.
And like I have a whole like I have my morning routine for my bodybuilding. I have a morning routine for my crypto. So I spend like half an hour looking over my portfolio and the charts. So like I have everything set up here, and
Jeez, he's not playing.
Oh my god, guys! Wait, Lucas. How long ago did you start crypto and pretty much know nothing?
Well, I started in I can't tell you the exact date, but that was in March, beginning of March.
Oh my god!
Wow. So guys, this is Lucas's results are what we aim to bring to, I'm going to put it out there, 1 million people. That is the aim. We want to help 1 million people be in the exact same position that Lucas is in, where they are completely financially literate. They understand all the fundamentals the same way that the whales do. They can track the whales. They can do all the technical analysis. That is the vision, to help 1 million people to be in this position where they are able to trade in as well as invest. And it's important that they do the investing first, then the trading last, because it's a skill set. You have to, unfortunately, you have to pay to learn. Like you can't just learn, you can't just become a trader. You can't just become a good investor. You have to pay to learn how to get that good. It's just not going to happen to you for free. Like we're
Guys,
giving out as much as we can for free. Like we're giving crazy value out for free. But
guys,
again,
let me tell you why I specifically got Lucas to talk before I want to share something. First of all, I just wanted to give you guys a case scenario of somebody who pretty much knew next to nothing and has gone to a beast in like less than 90 days. 1st of March, it's now the end of May, April, May, it's the 1st of June tomorrow. So this guy's been in the game for less than 90 days. He's an absolute beast. He blew my mind in terms of how quickly he learned. And also, we've not even had the meeting yet, but we want to get Lucas as a blockchain sensei educator. So
yeah, and that's something that we want to offer out to everybody that completes our mentorship program. Anyone that completes our mentorship program that we award black belt to, we are happy to bring them on as a teacher and help them start getting some of their own clients and take on some of our clients and just keep, because we can't get to 1 million people on our own. Like we need you. That's what we're aiming to do. And I just saw a message from Michael, and your question was, is TradingView worth it? The question I'd ask you is, how serious are you about trading? Like for long-term investments, probably not important, but for trading, if you want to go into the trading bit, like it's like having eyes in the game. Like you can't be a trader and not use TradingView. Like you can, but just the tools that are available on TradingView in comparison to any other platform just doesn't compare. But yeah, bro, thanks for being as you've got it up. You might as well go through some TA on some stuff.
Yeah, sure. So like since I was talking about like my trades on ADA, let's just have a look at these. So this one was on the 13th of May. So where are we? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, so essentially I must have bought it somewhere on the bottom of this candle here.
nice.
Beautiful.
And I set it, I essentially set the sale to go through at the previous all-time high. And it did pop off a little higher. So I was like, cool. And then it dropped back down, and I think, was it the next day? Yeah, essentially next morning, I did the same thing, and that one went through by the same day as well, and that made another 32 pounds. And
so that's £32 with a £200 lot size, right?
Yeah. Well,
crazy.
First one was 200, second one was 250.
Nice.
So I made 18% on the first one, 12% on the other one. And then my second Avid trade, again, bought in like 391 because that one, I remember that one dipped pretty big. Well, it went really high and then it dipped. So when was it? 15th of May. That was in my watch list, I think.
See, no one I've taught swing trading has taken it as serious as you. This is, can I just say, Luke? I think Lucas has taken it more serious than me. Like I don't document like this. This is crazy.
Wow, look at that double bottom there on that support.
Yeah.
Is that where you got in?
So that was the 18th of May. So no, that doesn't make sense. Hold on. Other was 15th of May. Okay. So am I looking over? Yeah. 15th of May. Yeah, so I must have gotten somewhere around here.
Yeah, midpoint in the Dochan. There's a double bottom there as well. Probably on the 4 hour, it would have been clearer to see, but you can definitely see the support line there. Yeah, Michael, if you want to take it seriously, you're gonna have to get the full version.
Yeah, I must have gotten somewhere around here.
Yeah, look at it. You can see the support there. Look at it. It's so clear.
Yeah. And then when did it go through? That went through on the 18th. When it hit 445, but that's
So did that take 4 days to execute that trade?
Yeah, roughly.
Okay.
So that one went through somewhere around here.
Nice.
Because I tend to set it like just, it probably sold somewhere around here because I tend to set my my sell orders just short of the all-time high.
Yeah, definitely.
Because sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't, and that's why like recently, like all the YouTube have been saying like, guys, I sold my crypto, like guys, I'm slightly bearish, and I've been analyzing the whole Wyckoff distribution,
yes.
how it looks. Like to me we're in accumulation, and it might get a little more, but I would think like that's as low as we're gonna go. Like look at Ethereum. We could pop up from here. Like in my mind, we have sort of like a double bottom, but
I think from what I'm looking at this TA here, it definitely looks like it's going to break through. Like I doubt it very much that it'll struggle with this resistance where you've got it marked in at 1899. And if it does, I think that like the lowest it'll go to really is because there's a bit of a strong support on the 1455 price. Because if you look back, if you just hover the candle over to where you've got that other trend line, there, up, and down, up, left a bit, 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 down, there. Look at that support that's just above it, just above, one above, just to where the red line is. There, that support there. Yeah. So that would suggest to me that the price
that used to be.
Resistance.
That was a pretty strong resistance level. Like it hit it twice before it broke through.
Yeah, and it would make sense that it would now become a strong support level and would hit it twice. So yeah, I'm gonna say ETH probably down to 1402, because we've been waiting for Bitcoin to get down to 25. So, and that's 25 USD. So 28, 25 is what we're waiting for on Bitcoin before that's the final low point I'm calculated. But yeah, bro, thank you very much for that. If anything, I'm just gonna get you to do a bit of quick TA on Bitcoin, because I know Bitcoin and Cardano I'll get you to do.
Bitcoin, yeah, sure.
Okay. I see a crazy support building. Apart from that cheeky wick that just popped out.
Yeah, like this level here.
Yeah. 24. Yeah.
Pretty strong.
Can you get up the, sorry to be annoying, can you get up the BTC USD one? Have you got that?
USD, yeah.
Okay. Also 28 is, look where 28 is on the Dochan line. Can you draw in a thinner support line for me at that base of that Dochan? So if you go to your horizontal lines. Yeah, just there. Yeah, look at that. Okay, cheeky. So I'd say it's well within its right to come down to there. Definitely to 30K. Like I personally, now looking at this again, I would not be worried if Bitcoin came down to 30 or 28K. I'd be like, that's where it's meant to go.
Yeah, it would quite make sense, especially coming back to the whole Wyckoff pattern.
Yeah, it will completely shake everyone out.
Let's see if I can find it.
I'm gonna start adding teaching Wyckoff to my lessons as well. It's just a bit advanced.
And you know the funniest thing,
Well,
the guy that came out with it like 2 weeks before the whole thing went down, he said he went to all the crypto YouTubers and they laughed him out, and now they're all talking about it.
And it's identical. You can't not see it.
Yeah, so there is like this strong this level of support, but then there's a secondary one, and then there's this dip.
Yeah,
and that's where people panic, but it goes back quick because they ease off the selling pressure.
Mm-hmm. Which would make sense. And if we're in that part of the Wyckoff, that would mean that this will probably last until I'm gonna say, if we go to where the LPS is, I would say that would be June, and then the BU would be August, September, October, November, December. I think phase E will be December.
Yeah, it would
Or do
make
you think it will play out quicker than that?
If you look at, well, this so far lines up perfectly, and the accumulation again. So this is it, and this is the chart of Bitcoin.
Yes, exact.
Pretty much the same. And around here, everybody was saying, Bitcoin's at 60K, it's going to go to 100.
Yeah.
That's the point. Just above that tiny dip above the previous high.
So wait, what time frame is that? That's been since January the move started, right?
So if we take, how does it look like here?
So phase A, yeah, phase A would have started in Jan.
Yeah, like going from here, like mid, maybe end of January.
So then
we're looking at 6 months.
Yeah. So that would mean for the rest of it to play out would be roughly 6 months. Which makes sense. The composite man is at play.
Yeah, and the best part about that video was literally the end where the guy says, you know, we wanted the whales and the big institutions to come in. Well, they're here and they've made their mark.
Yeah, this is like their graffiti signal. This is like their, we own this now, bitches. Oh, I just swore, so then now we lost demonetization. Damn. Oh well. But yeah, this is definitely their print. This is their they've just left marks everywhere. Whales have. Like they're not even trying to pretend that they're not involved anymore. They're like, yep, we're here, we're in crypto, and guess what? We're gonna own it.
We're in your face.
That's it, man. That is it. Okay, cool. Thank you very much for that, Lucas. What we'll do is we'll just go to Q&A to wrap up the session. Thank you ever so much for that. I cannot express the gratitude.
Thank you. I wasn't expecting that much.
Come on, bro.
Way more than I expected.
That's the standard blockchain sensei. Under promise, over deliver. That's what we do out here. We say that we're gonna do this, and then we just blow people away, and it's like, oh wow, you guys are going real deep with this. That's the way, man. That's the way. So have we got any newbies? Who have we got this new? Yeah, we've got a couple of new names. We've got Toba, Vishal, Kay Aridia, John, he's not new, he's been here before. Doe. So what we'll do is we'll start at the bottom. Hey there, Michelle. You've been unmuted. Thanks for attending today's episode. Just any questions that you have for us, anything you'd want us to look at, to do some quick TA on, anything you've taken value from, anything that you enjoyed in today's show.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Michael. Neil's the one that invited me, actually. So, to be fair, your analysis is great. To be fair, it's good just to learn from you guys. I've been investing in crypto for quite a long time, so I do know quite a bit. But I do like it, just to see what's going on, just to see if there's anything new that I can kind of have a look into. As you say, with a coin, I've seen on the BS. I think it's. Hold on, let me just grab my trusty iPhone. Let me have a look. What was the one that I did it for? Yeah, the ERC20 token generator or the BP20 token generator. You can create your own ones. Do you guys look into mining at all?
Yes, actually, we've been looking into it, especially with the whole ETH 2.0 thing happening.
Okay.
We've been looking into mining for ETH. But now I'm personally, something I was going to discuss with Ninja this evening actually, is I'm quite bullish on getting into staking and mining Cardano. I think it's a slept on gem. So if you know anything about how we can get involved in that, or
so I mean, I stake a lot of my coins in general, Cake, Zilliqa, Harmony. You get good passive income, meme pads, things like that. I'm looking into things like helium mining, as I've ordered those nodes already. Something called Akash mining as well via a super, I think it's called mini node. That's another thing. It's only available in America at the moment.
I've not heard
but
of,
when
I've
it does
heard
come
of
up,
the helium one.
That's another great one.
I've heard of that. Have you actually bought the device?
Yeah, I've ordered a few of them. I haven't received them yet, but I've ordered a few of them.
Okay.
I've ordered the Rack 2 miners. They're really good. That's what they say anyway. So
okay, definitely need to have a catch up with you
100%
really about that, because that's definitely something we're interested in doing. So yeah, thank you for the feedback. We'll go next to.
I think helium mining is definitely. I mean, you've seen it. I think everywhere over top of it. It's the one that they're all kind of. I know there's a halving that's coming up in August, but. Oh,
it's gone a bit funny. Michelle, are you there? You there?
Sorry, I think basically you guys were like talking over each other. That's what I got with the internet connection.
Hello?
Yeah, you talk, because it's
is it me? Okay, cool. I was just saying that with helium, there's a halving coming up, I think in August, that they were saying. So I mean, I think get your miners in as quick as possible. That's what I mean. But I don't know, they might delay it. That's another question. So I mean, have a look into it. That's another thing as well. Yeah. I mean, it's all about sharing ideas at the end of the day. We all want to kind of win together, don't we?
You're not the only person that's told me about helium, and I haven't looked into it. So it's nice. It's nice when somebody pushes you to do something, or you hear something again. So that's great.
Yeah.
And just to hear that you've actually purchased it yourself. So that's fantastic. Thank you very much.
No worries.
So next we will go to Toba. We have TOBA. You've been unmuted. Thank you for attending today's episode. Any questions on anything you'd want us to look at, anything you took value from, anything you didn't understand, anything that you really enjoyed?
Hi guys, how's it going? So Ferdinand invited me, and it's been very eye-opening, and I'm very thankful for the invite. I know absolutely nothing about crypto or the world, and I would like to learn.
This is actually one of my friends. I literally WhatsApp him today. Yeah, we will definitely get the one-on-one conversation on, and I will put you on for sure.
Yeah, all right, sounds good.
Brilliant. So next up we will go to Pablo's been before, so we're gonna skip to K Aridia. I think that's a new name. Is that a new name, Fadlan?
Who, sorry?
K
K-
Aridia.
Hi guys.
Hey there, how
Hi.
you doing? You're good?
Yeah. Just for the name, Kareem. My name's Kareem Areda.
Hey there, Kareem. How you doing?
Hey, Michael. You know me. I've been on the group since the course we've attended.
Oh, yeah. I know who you are.
Yeah. So yes, absolutely. I've been kind of dabbling with crypto for a few years now. Absolutely love it. Just to also say, I came into crypto from the stock market. So I've been in the stock market, I've been in the Forex, and I've not closed any of these positions, and I keep them open. Just referring back to what you mentioned earlier of diversifying your investments. So I have been doing that exactly. And just on the ADA, as you mentioned, mainly I do also the staking and farming, but I do it on Pancake Swap, if that helps. So the return is much better than a lot of other things, including Binance and all that. And just as Michelle mentioned on the helium topic, it's a big topic. I've been kind of following it. I've been following a lot of different companies that provide it, all the different mining machines and miners and stuff. And I have actually ordered the Nibera and the Bobcat myself. I'm also looking at Akash. So basically, it's incredible. It's the same kind of point of view because they're basically offering. Yeah.
Wait, you're looking at what? Akash?
Yeah,
Cash.
that's the one Vishal mentioned.
How do you spell that?
Like
AKAS.
letter A and then cash.
Yeah.
Just A and then cash. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Great. Sorry,
You
carry
can,
on.
I think it's available. You can actually buy it. I think it's on KuCoin Ascendex. Let me just have a look where it's available. And you can actually stake it on, I think it's at Ascendex at the moment. You get 45% if you stake it.
Wow.
45%. Is that APR?
Let me have a look. Sorry, I'm just checking
Wild.
now.
Crazy.
To be fair, the best one I've seen, there's loads. There's, when you yield farm, there's loads of things like that. Give me 1 second. Sorry, guys.
No, don't be sorry. Thank you. Damn.
Let me find out my staking.
I love this game.
Here we go. Yeah, 41.79% you get.
Nice.
And it's AKT. AKT is the ticker.
AKT. All right.
Yep.
Fantastic. That's amazing.
41%.
Yeah.
guys.
Okay. So So I'm not gonna be long because I know you guys have more people that are here. Probably want to ask questions as well. Different. Basically, I mean, when it comes to crypto, for me, it's all about finding out about what's new in the market, working more on your TA, developing, as we had, I think Lucas, it was, speaking about the trading and stuff. And I think it's all basically you have to pay the price kind of thing. So if you're not going to go, for like proper kind of course that will teach you the ins and outs of it, you're going to have to explore yourself. And that's what you're going to pay for. But it's always on the upside when it comes to crypto, and that's why a lot of people are moving into crypto when it comes to trading or swing trading. That's all really from my side. If it would be great if at any point you can speak more about perpetuals, understanding perpetuals, and how you look into ETH, Bitcoin, and other kind of altcoins versus Bitcoin or versus Ethereum, for that matter, and just basically getting a general understanding on that for me.
That's a huge
fabulous
area that's not really covered by many people, to be fair, and it's something that I've been looking at because I think there's a huge gap in the whole space for that.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been, obviously, because in this medium you kind of follow a lot of people and you listen to a lot of different opinions, so you can actually develop a well-informed opinion. You think so? So from what I have been kind of looking at, and I have been kind of checking the charts and all of that when it comes to those perpetuals, but essentially it's a winner, especially in times like this where you have big dips and stuff. If people really look into that, you know, it could be really profitable, especially for the traders rather than the hodlers.
Yeah. The reason why I've taken note of that as well is I've seen a few people running swing trades on not only the pairs of like Bitcoin against ETH or Cardano against ETH, which is gonna have movement with both of them launching their newest versions. But I've also seen people doing it against stock tickers. So you've got like the what are they called now when they're the not the tethers, what's it called when it's like a clone of something on a blockchain?
When it's wrapped, you mean?
Yeah, wrapped, that's it. Yeah, so I've seen like wrapped exchanges where people are trading, like, say for example, Apple stock, or maybe even like Barclays Bank stock against Ethereum or against Cardano, and the results they're getting, it just takes the whole space to like a third realm. It's just like, whoa.
I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, that's the future. You can't even deny that that's the future of where we're gonna go.
So sorry, trading stocks against crypto, is that just basically the tokenized stocks on Binance?
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
When I saw it, I was like, oh boy, this is about to get hella messy. Like the possibilities are infinite. Like it's and this when I saw that, plus the options thing and the grayscale futures on Ethereum, that's when I was like, these whales are not playing around. They are not playing. Like, they're gonna make so much money. It's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, thank you ever so much for the question.
No worries. Thank you, guys.
No worries. If you just message us in the group, anyone that's interested in mining, we're going to create a separate group, which is just going to be strictly talking about mining.
I would love that, because I've been pushing like just phone app mining for the whole year, which I still believe is one of the most slept on. Literally, guys, I said it again, so I'm sorry if anyone keeps hearing this, but literally mining crypto for free on your phone is one of the best opportunities everybody here can take, because it's free. Yeah. And it's one of the best opportunities that you can give to a skeptical person about crypto, because what I've found is, like, when you get people to mine something as easy as, say, Pi on their phone, they then get used to being on an application, and then they just naturally get more interested in crypto.
Yeah, so true. So true. So yeah, that's everyone that's new. What we'll do is we'll open it up to anybody that's an old school or a return visitor. If anyone has any questions, any feedback, anything whatsoever. Nope. Nope, no questions. Yeah, man like John. Congratulations with Chelsea, by the way.
I know, yeah, unbelievably good. Amazing night, yeah. I just wanted to say, basically, I managed to double my money on ADA the first time round. So I bought a load of it.
Yes.
Double my money and sold it. And I've just bought a whole load more at about 91p, or most of it's under £1. And I keep reading everywhere, and I keep hearing that it's about to take off. And I'm just thinking, when do you think that that's going to happen? And also, what other altcoins would you be looking out for in the next couple of weeks and months that you think is going to shoot up very quickly?
Great question, and that's the perfect question to kind of wrap this up with. So with Cardano, it's because they're launching the next phase of Cardano, which means what's going to happen is anything that's an ERC20 token, which is anything that's on the Ethereum network. So all your meme coins, all your whatever is on Ethereum is going to be able to be transferred across to Cardano's network, meaning that it'll run smoother, faster, and there'll be less gas fees. So it just makes sense that that Cardano is going to explode. That plus the fact that the fact that they're going to go fully smart chain live, which I think there was some rumblings that it was meant to happen in 2 months' time, but it's looking like they've started the testing in London literally this week. So that means the same thing that happened with Binance Smart Chain. As soon as that launched, we saw a whole load of activity. Binance's price flew up, and everyone got really excited. I think the same thing is undoubtedly going to happen with Cardano. So let's just look on the charts for it and get a bit of a breakdown of where we're at with it. Cardano.
I think I'm probably going to do the same thing again in terms of like when the amount that I've invested doubles.
I'm
going to sell it.
I'm not sure. I'm not too sure where your like level of understanding of TA is, but what we've got here is a perfect touch of the 72 moving average right here. And normally when that happens, especially with a double bottom, so you can see like how they're basically at the same level here. This normally suggests that literally it's about to fly off. So I think the key area where it might have a bit of trouble is just here around the 1.78 mark. But once it goes past there, I don't see anything stopping it from getting to 2.77. And then from there, I've marked in 4.71. And then from there, 6.03. So you've got multiple stages. And especially being as now we're kind of thinking that this run isn't quite over and it's going to last until December, you're looking what? Doubling, maybe even doubling tripling your money there if you ride it out to 4.6, and then 264% if you ride it out to 5.9, which would mean, based on the market cap, 200, let's call it 300% increase. That would mean that Cardano would need to go to what, 200, which is still less than ETH, and it would be doing the same thing as ETH, if not better. So I personally think that's really realistic. Then the other ones to watch out for is Kusama and anything on the Polkadot network, because they're again getting a lot of updates happening to them. We did mention Polygon Matics to a few people. Hopefully when we mentioned that, a few people got involved with that, because that's had a great run recently, just because of the Mark Cuban announcement. So yeah, but mainly I would say the things to watch at the moment would be anything within the Polkadot ecosystem and anything within the Cardano ecosystem. So I would actively start hunting coins that are connected to Cardano. So look for Cardano exchanges like CardStarter, look for Cardano NFT platforms, anything that's kind of getting itself ready for the big Cardano launch. If Cardano pops off, the things connected to it will pop off inevitably. So yeah, that's what I'd say on that.
Great.
Broski,
yeah, I often miss these calls on Monday. I often miss them, but every time I've tuned in, I've always got stuff to take away. So yeah, it's really good.
Sick. That's what we love to hear, broski. That's what we love to hear. Love. Okie dokie. So it's now 1:45. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Anyone that's watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend, because all we're trying to do is give out as much value as possible. And you've heard it here. Sunday swap. That's the one. There we go. We got it from Vishal. Sunday swap. There you go, guys. You've heard it here first. 31st of the 5th, 2021, 21:45. Do your own research into Sunday swap. That's what it is. Anyone that's interested in the mining, message us in the group or privately on the Blockchain Sensei Instagram. That's blockchain sensei on Instagram, SENSEI. And we'll be sure to get back to you. Once again, thank you very much, everybody. Lucas, if you're available to hang on for 5 or 10 minutes at the end, I'd love to have a chat with yourself. Thank you very much, guys. See you later.
Take care, guys.